Joining me is Chief Bob Gloade from the Millbrook First Nation. Chief, we just had the final few medals given out and the closing ceremonies. As you stand here now at the culmination of 6 great days, what are you thinking?
I think we can go for another 6 days. No, this community has really been tremendous in hosting the games for the first time in 33 years, and having Millbrook participate in the Mi'kmaq Summer Games has been phenomenal. Everybody enjoyed themselves. The community really stepped up and chipped in from every aspect of the events, the games, the security, just being very hospitable to all our visitors, all our guests, all our athletes. I couldn't say any more for them because the community has really done an excellent job and providing a top-notch event.
Who were some of the key people? Of course, you spearheaded it and led the way, but who were some of the other key people that really pulled together to help make this happen?
Well, my own council was instrumental in I get their full support in bringing the games back to our community. They're the ones that I have to give hats off to initially, because it was my council, and then followed right behind that was the Unama'ki Chiefs and all the other following Nova Scotia Mi'kmaq Chiefs, and bringing these games here to our community. When we hired Ellen Marshall as our coordinator, she's done a bang-up job in organizing all the events throughout the entire week, right from every event to coordinating all the activities and all the sporting and getting the right people together for every aspect of the games. And she brought in some really good people that really knew what they're doing, that was going to deliver a high-quality product, and that's what we did. The thing is, we want the events to go over really smooth. She's done a fantastic job. Shantae Blackmore was with her, Anisha Blackmore was with her, Julian, one of our cooks. We've had amazing coverage with our communications people on the ground throughout all the events through the entire week. The entertainment lineup was phenomenal every night. There was not a thing that was not gone unnoticed, from our security to our grounds, to keeping things clean, getting the things set up, moving things around. Everyone just really stepped up. So it's hard to single out a few people, but there was a number of key people that were instrumental. Throughout the closing remarks, Alan listed off a lot of the key players that were did a lot of the behind-the-scenes coordinating for these events, because it was a year-long event to coordinate. And as you see the ball game going on behind me, everybody's enjoying it. There's been a huge turnout from athletes from all over, not only from the Mi'kmaq territory in Nova Scotia, but we've had people from New Brunswick and Newfoundland and all over the Atlantic province is represented here in our territory and our community. So
you talked about the 33-year gap between games in Millbrook and on the mainland of Nova Scotia. Why was it important to get the games back on the mainland?
Well, it's been something that has been talked about, because once the games got revitalized in the last 5 years in the Unama'ki territory with the 5 Cape Breton Chiefs, special thanks to Morley Google for being the chief of Wiggleball back then, because he was the one that revitalized the games and signed a 5-year agreement with the Unama'ki Chiefs. And when it was coming closer to the end of that, when I approached them, we expressed an interest that Millbrook wanted to be part of the games, because the focus was to create growth and encourage participation with our athletes and all our communities. And we wanted to also have that on the mainland as well, because all our athletes from the mainland were also traveling to Cape Breton in the last 5 years. And throughout those 5 years, there was talk, and was hoping that would sometime having the opportunity to come to the mainland. And a lot of the communities were talking, well, Millbrook should host the games. Millbrook should be hosting the games. Well, with that initiative and a lot of support from other communities and my community and even the Cape Breton communities, I said, well, it was time to approach the Cape Breton Chiefs and the other communities, not only in the mainland but also in the Cape Breton, to bring the games to my community. And because as you've seen from this week, we've had fabulous weather, and we've had huge participation right from the golf event. we went, from day one, prior to the opening of the games, from the scroll runners. The scroll runners running 252 kilometers in 30-degree heat in less than 24 hours. Who've never done a large event like that. And, hats off to Chris Google and his family, because his whole family were instrumental in pulling that all together, which was a surprise to my knowledge, because he decided, well, it was time to pull something like that together, and that kicked off the games at a phenomenal rate.
One of the things that sometimes gets overlooked is the economic spin-off. All of these people coming in to not only Millbrook First Nation, but the Truro and surrounding area, Colchester County, spending all kinds of money. How aware are you and even other people in the corporate area around this games the last few days are even aware of the economic impact?
Well, that is something that has not gone unnoticed, because we've had like a lot of the local hotels, like the local restaurants, the food establishments, the retailers, gas stations, a lot of different businesses in the local area. When you're looking at 10,000 people in a run of a week in your community on a daily basis, not just a weekend, it's phenomenal, because it's a good boost for the local economy, a good boost for our community, and it's good for Mi'kmaq territory in general. One thing about the economic spin-off has been phenomenal, and that's why these games were important, because when I talk to local politicians, local mayors, I said when they lost the Blues Festival this year, which was in this area, that was a huge drawback for opportunities for them. So that's why when we approached the town, and that's why the town was willing to provide a lot of the venues and a lot of their ball fields and facilities to us as their contribution to the games. Without that, because as opposed to us building several different new ball fields and different courts and stuff like that, we said we're not going to have to do that. We have all the facilities here within a couple minutes away, downtown Toronto, in the Colchester area, to host all these events. We've had things from Shorts Lake to Big Maui to Burt's and trail run. So a lot of businesses in the local area benefited from us having this number of people to our community. And also what it does is generates a spin-off from that, is it gives them the opportunity when they're coming back through here. Yes, you're going to remember these businesses, and yes, you're going to stop and visit these businesses when they come back through again, because that's what it's all about, is creating that connection, because everyone received high-quality service from all venues when they were here. So.
One of the things that really impacted me the last number of days is just how warm, open, and friendly everyone has been. And I've also noticed so many kids around. Apart from the athletic side, how does it make you feel when you see so many generations of First Nations people coming together and spending this much time together and sharing stories and not on their phones or their tablets, just talking and enjoying fellowship and camaraderie? What does that mean to you?
It's extremely important, because what this represents, this means is that we have unity amongst our communities, unity amongst our people in our communities, and also our neighboring people off reserve as well. The support and the overwhelming hospitality we received has been phenomenal. And when you see a lot of people participate in that level, because one thing that really made this successful is that all our summer games, Mi'kmaq summer games, are alcohol and drug free. That is one key thing to make it family friendly, people friendly, and people friendly, because without the presence of alcohol and drugs on all our grounds, and our security making sure none of that is present, and people coming to the activities with that notion, they know that that all generations in their family are going to be safe, they're going to be comfortable, they're going to enjoy themselves. So that's the big key behind this, is that we can host a large event without having any alcohol or drugs present in any of our activities, any of our events, and that's what makes it very open to from generations, right from all ages. Because like when you look at our program, we have an age category from 5 to 99, so anybody can participate that are First Nations in our games, and that's what these games are all about, is bringing people together. Because once we have, because this is the big annual event in Nova Scotia for Mi'kmaq, and they look forward to this and plan for this all year. And I'm just overwhelmed with the amount of support we've had from our community and hosting these games.
And one of the last things I want to touch on is the games are wrapping up today. A lot of the athletes and coaches and parents and families are heading back to their respective homes. but there's a lasting legacy. There's buildings that are being left behind. For you, what are a couple of things that you hope will be lasting legacies moving forward after today is over?
Well, one of the biggest things is that we, on our entertainment grounds, we installed a brand new stage, a brand new permanent outdoor stage that can accommodate several thousand people on the grounds in a safe, protected environment and provide top quality entertainment, which we've had awesome entertainment from across the country. We've had huge crowds and vendors providing products there on the grounds. That facility in itself is going to lead off into big spin-offs because we're not going to have the games for another 6 years. But now that we have a large entertainment stage, because now we have a venue, we have a location where we can hold multiple events, particularly outdoor concerts. It's a big, huge boost for our powwow. We can have the opportunities are endless. And then, as throughout the weekend, when we're talking to individuals and even our coordinators, I said the minds their wheels are spinning on what they can actually have here. I said any event that want to be able to come here, we can accomplish it now because now we have a facility outdoors. You can have live concerts, huge crowds, protected with security, and make it safe and friendly for everybody to participate and enjoy. So that's one thing that we're going to build upon, and that one draw people back into our community every year onwards. So,
final thing for you, Chief. Anybody that's watching this and wants to know a little bit more about the area and about Millbrook First Nation in particular, what are one or two ways, especially in this world of internet and everything else and web pages, what are a couple of ways that people can find out about Millbrook First Nation and what things are going on?
www.millbrookfirstnation.net is our website. And also we have a Facebook page for the Nova Scotia Mi'kmaq Summer Games as well. And if you go on to our main, if you just Google Millbrook First Nation, you're going to come up to their the home page, and then there's links on there to all our events. We will have clips from this week's events on our website as well. They're on Facebook. Everybody that Facebook has been a huge source of spreading social media to individuals across the country. Because when just by sharing some of the videos, some of the pictures, and some of the information, everything of the events, people are able to go online and take a look at that. So Facebook is an awesome tool to utilize. And if you don't have access to that, then you just basically go onto our homepage on our millbrookfirstnation.net, and you can find the information and the links right there on our page. And over the next few weeks after the games are completed, our communications team will put together highlights and clips and of the week-long events, so that way people can be able to look at it at their leisure, because it's been phenomenal, the amount of people that's been looking at it. Our pageant that we've had the last 2 nights has been phenomenal, because even from that, all the young ladies that participated in our pageant, they did a fabulous job, and so did all our coordinators. So a lot of the things that we did, and the new sports that we introduced, several new sports and activities in our summer games, and those types of things people remember, and that's what we want to continue to build upon.
Well, Chief Bob Gloade, personally, I just want to say thank you very much for all of your hospitality, kindness. It's been a fantastic week. Congratulations and continued success.
Great. Thank you very much.